first week after a C-section can feel like a mystery. What's normal pain? How much should you move? When does the swelling go down? I'm going to walk you through your first 7 days of C-section recovery, step by step. What's happening inside your body, what's worth paying attention to, and what actually helps you heal faster according to real nursing and surgical data. Hi, I'm Cherry, a certified maternal and newborn nurse with more than 25 years of experience helping moms like you during your postpartum recovery. If you're a working mom, you're used to clear plans and measurable progress. Postpartum recovery deserves the same kind of structure, just with more compassion and rest built in. To make it easier, I created a free resource hub for career moms. It includes nurse-approved checklists, trackers, and recovery tools, so you don't have to Google every symptom at the wee hours of the morning. You'll find the link in the description below. Let's start with the first 48 hours. During surgery, several abdominal layers are open. The skin, the fat, the fascia or the muscle, and finally the uterus. Those tissues now need oxygen, gentle movement, and consistent pain control to begin repairing. Expect the IV, the urinary catheter, and the compression sleeves on your legs. Pain and gas pressure are common. They come from trapped air in the intestines after surgery. Walk as soon as you're cleared, even 10 steps at a time, to help let gas move and prevent blood clots. Don't forget to ask your nurse for your pain medication on schedule, not as needed. Studies show that proactive pain control leads to earlier mobility and shorter hospital stays. Deep breathing exercises, 5 to 10 slow breaths every hour, expand the lungs and reduce post-op pneumonia risk. If you cough or laugh, hug a pillow over your incision. It counter-pressures the abdominal wall and prevents tearing of the sutures. Now that you're discharged, this phase feels liberating but exhausting because anesthesia has fully worn off. Swelling peaks around day 3. That's fluid leaving the bloodstream and collecting in tissues. Completely normal. Elevate your legs when resting and keep water intake high. Dehydration worsens swelling. Check your incision once daily in bright light. A little bruising or mild yellow crusting is expected. Bright redness or discharge is not. Keep the area clean with mild soap and water. Then pat dry. Avoid alcohol wipes. Nutrition matters now. Aim for lean protein at every meal. Chicken, eggs, beans, because collagen synthesis depends on amino acids like glycine and proline. And vitamin C rich foods such as oranges or bell peppers because they help with tissue repair. Emotionally, hormones fluctuate sharply as estrogen and progesterone drop. That's why you may cry easily or feel detached. It's chemical, not character. Rest, sunlight, and support shorten that adjustment period. By the middle of the week, scar tissue begins forming under the incision line. Gentle movement keeps it flexible. Walk 3 to 4 times a day for 5 minutes or a little bit more if you can, each increasing gradually. Movement improves circulation, which speeds healing and lowers the risk of bowel sluggishness. Continue using your pillow brace when standing up. Roll to your side first, then push up with your arms. Never sit straight up from lying down. Wear high-waisted underwear or an approved abdominal binder. Clinical studies show that light external compression can reduce pain scores and improve posture in the first 2 weeks. Keep stool softeners on board until bowel movement feels normal. Straining increases abdominal pressure and can stress your incision. If you're breastfeeding, your uterus will contract with each feed. That's a sign oxytocin is working. Those cramps may feel sharper near the incision. Using your pain medicine 30 minutes before feeding can make a huge difference. 1 week down. Today is your first checkpoint. You should notice that pain is less intense. You're standing straighter and you can change positions with less hesitation. The incision should be close, dry, and mildly pink, not angry red. Take this day to reset your space. Replace bed linens. Set up a small recovery station with your medication, your snacks, and your water bottle. Predictability helps your nervous system relax, and lower stress hormones directly support immune healing. If you're tracking progress, in my free resource hub checklist, record your pain level, walking time, and emotional notes. Seeing improvement on paper builds confidence and motivation. Here's when you need to call, not search forums. A fever above 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 degrees Celsius. New or worsening redness that spreads beyond the incision line. Drainage that's cloudy, green, or foul-smelling. Severe abdominal pain that doesn't ease after. Sudden swelling in one leg or shortness of breath. Those could signal a blood clot. Your recovery should trend better each day, not worse. If anything feels off, reach out. That's what your care team is for. If you'd like a printable version of this plan with daily goals for walking, hydration, incision checks, and rest tracking, download it inside my free resource hub for career moms. It's completely free and designed to keep your first week organized and low stress. The link is in the description. Your first week after a C-section is about strategic recovery, not rushing, not overprotecting. By understanding what's happening beneath the surface, you'll move smarter, breathe easier, and heal faster. Think of this week as laying the foundation for your strength in week 2 and beyond. If you found this helpful, your next stop should be this video up here. This builds on this one with advanced strategies, how to ease tightness, improve scar mobility, and boost core recovery safely. Thank you for spending this time with me. Don't forget to grab your free resource hub down below. It's my way of putting real nurse-backed tools in your hands so recovery feels structured, not confusing. Subscribe for weekly postpartum and newborn care videos made for working moms like you. My name is Cherry, and I will see you in the next one.